Today we're looking at the GF 45-100, currently shooting on the GFX 100S2 at 60mm f4 reality. It's raining. I thought it had stopped. But yeah, you know, we need to just get on with this and enjoy it. Good job this combo is weather resistant. I am not though. Let me get out the frame so we can see how the video autofocus fares. Maybe the focus breathing. Any good? Wonder if it'll catch me there. I think it did. Well, there we go. Video autofocus tests done. We tried to make these intros useful, not just some random bloke drinking coffee, waffling about nonsense, but we want to use the gear, even though I'm getting a bit wet. Let's get this in the dry now, look at it up close. It's a bit of a monster. And then, again, when the weather holds off, I get out and try and get some samples for this video. I am going to give it a thorough test regardless, but hopefully we can get something to stick in this video. It is now catching up. It's getting wet. Let's crack on. Right, it's a big thing, isn't it? So 45-100, that is a bit of a stiffer zoom action than the others we're looking at this month or so. 36-79 mil full frame equivalent, 62.6 degrees to 30.6 degrees, 9 diaphragm blades, 16 elements, 12 groups, so a lot going on in there. Aperturing clicked, of course, f4 to 32. Press the button down, we can access the A and the C. Business as usual for a GF lens. It all feels great, even though obviously it's quite a chunk there. So let's just get this hood off. Might be able to fit it in the frame a bit better then. 82mm filter thread there. Weather resistant, of course. It's quite a deep section that there. Weighs with the hood, and I suppose without this bit, 1005 grams. So that's a touch over a kilo. So, you know, big deal. Closest focusing, 65 centimeters at the widest, 82 centimeters at the telly. Now I have used this in a video for the Viltrox 28mm Sony, and that was a little bit annoying, but we'll touch on that later. Yeah, so big chunk of a thing. Feels top quality though, although that's a bit stiffer on this particular model, but yeah, not bad at all. Of course, we've got the OIS switch on the side there, but nothing else going on. But yeah. There's a lot to love about the build and the handling, but large workhorse is possibly the best way to summarize it. Despite its size, it handles really well on the GFX 100S2. That zoom ring is rather heavy still after some use. I was hoping it'd have calmed down, but there you go. Some won't mind that. I find the minimum focusing to be disappointing as well, as I found when I used this lens before to record basically the equivalent of this piece for my Viltrox 28mm video. I really had to crop in for the B-roll as well. Otherwise, it's an excellent experience. Autofocus is impressive, and the OIS is a big help if you have an older GFX body. Now for video shooters, again, there's a lot of focus breathing that you might have seen earlier, but otherwise the lens performs really well. Sharpness is really good, even in the corners and wide open. Color rendering, superb, and there's plenty of contrast to play with. Chromatic aberration and bokeh not present. Flaring, well controlled. Ghosting is minor, but vignetting is present wide open up until around f8. Distortion though is negligible. Bokeh, not bad at all. Now pixel peepers will find some onion ring effect, but in the real world it's nice and pleasant. It's probably not the lens to choose if bokeh is key to your style of shooting, as you can go, you know, into some portrait territory with this. But for general purpose imagery, no worries at all. Finally, it's worth mentioning that this is a lens you can really stop down. Even by 22, diffraction is not an issue. At £2,049, is it worth it? Well, while the lens isn't one I would personally consider if I were to build a GFX kit, it is arguably very, very good value for money. As a general purpose lens, it gets the job done while being rather large, even for the GFX system. You know, it's not exciting, but it's versatile. It's got a lot of the modern bells and whistles that we love, and of course, top quality images. What more do you need? Suppose you need to be inspired, but yeah, there you go. Have you used it? Let us know in the comments, and I'll see you, all being well, next week.